What is going on, crypto fam? It is Sunday and your boy is cranked. I am ready. First of all, I got one thing to say. Hola! It's your boy Big Rob back in the house, in my house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If it's your first time checking us out, this is our Sunday relax day, Q&A day. No articles and structure. You just got me and my mouth and rambling. That's what you get today. Might talk crypto. Might not talk crypto. We might talk Super Bowl. We might talk productivity. We might talk about self-motivation. We might talk about prices. Talk about whatever the hell y'all want to talk about. You know what we're going to talk about, though, for sure, is what you want to talk about. So stay active in the chat. Say what's up. I'm going to say hi to every single person in here today. If you're new, hit the like button. Let's get this thing pumped up. I am ready. I am so cranked up today, let me tell you, man. First of all, let me shout out to the loyal Sunday crypto fan members. We got Rusty Bot in here, Web3 and me, Seek and Hunt, your plug, Rusty Bot, Shirley Sound, Hoons, Doyle, Fino, FOMO Sapien, Crypto Chef. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto, Big Rob's Loft. All right. A lot to go over today, man. First of all, it's Super Bowl Sunday. Guys excited for Super Bowl? You know, I used to be a lot more excited than I am now. Probably because I'm not quite as tuned into football anymore. And not to say that I don't appreciate the sport, but, you know, I've went all in on crypto. So much so that I have put together a team of people. So me, David, Rocco, Kyler, we've purchased a studio. We have a lease. Oh, it's a full-time job. It's a business. And so it sucks my time out. I don't get enough time to watch football. I'd appreciate football. And I do reflect on the Super Bowl Sunday is, obviously the biggest day. It's also a day for commercials. Last Super Bowl we had was deemed as the Crypto Bowl, where we went over a bunch of different where they had all these different crypto commercials. We had the FTX commercial, which was deemed the best one. Think about that. That was a year ago. FTX had their Super Bowl commercial, and it was a year ago that we deemed FTX as the winner of all the Super Bowl commercials. They had the best one. And they had Larry, not to be confused with my bird, which you might hear downstairs. But they had Larry, I forget the actor's name, but he was the one that said, FTX is a scam. Crypto's a scam. Woo! How ironic is that, huh? How ironic is that FTX put out a commercial 1 year ago on the Super Bowl in front of everybody announcing that, hey, we don't believe in crypto, it's a scam. It was a joke, right? But the joke's on us for laughing at it. The joke's on Sam Bankman-Fried for running it and not taking it seriously. And it kind of shows you in this grand scheme of things, like the mentality. Would traditional finance put together an ad campaign that says their business model is a joke? Just kidding. Right? I think we need to mature not only in ourselves and our community, but the projects, the platforms that are out here, the exchanges, the lending protocols, they all need to grow the hell up, man. Stop making commercials about scams. Stop freaking pumping baby Doge. Baby Doge, bro. There's a space for meme coins. I get it, man. But at some point, you got to sit back and think, like, this is my money that I worked hard for. Let me ask you something. Would you go to Starbucks and pay $45 for a cup of coffee? The question. Would you ever in your life walk into Starbucks and pay $45 for a cup of coffee? No. And if you said, if you came into work with a cup of coffee, you're like, hey guys, guess what? I paid $45 for this. People would talk about you, right? People would say, like, what the hell is wrong with you? Why would you do that? Why is it any more acceptable to dump hundreds, thousands of dollars into a project that is named Baby Doge? The original Doge is based off of a premise of a joke. Yet you're taking your hard-earned money, you go to work, you freaking grind. And even if you don't grind, you're still taking time out of your day. I would hope you grind, but whatever. You go to work, you spend your time, you're there. You get X amount of dollars every day. And you funnel that into that time that you put in. Time equals money. The time you're at work, you get paid for. So you're taking your hard-earned time, part of your life, you're taking that out, and you're saying, I'm putting that in. I'm investing, and I'm backing up. All of my achievement. Maybe it was a 30 minutes achievement to make the amount of money that you invested in Doge. Maybe it was a 3-hour day. 3 hours of your day, you got paid X amount of money invested in Baby Doge. Whatever it was, do you feel confident putting that time that you allocated out of your life into something called Baby Doge? And if you don't have an immediate answer, like that's foolish, then you need to reevaluate. Straight up. Straight the hell up. Start prioritizing your life. Time is money. Time is your life. Start prioritizing your life. Stop making these stupid ass investments on a whim and a hope and a wish and a prayer. That ain't gonna get you nowhere. And if you happen to luck out, because that's essentially what it is, it ain't sustainable. It ain't a sustainable business model. So if you happen to pick a Baby Doge when it's early and you make some money, you're going to blow it. And then you're going to be back to square one, itching to find it again, but you're betting against the odds. You don't have the information that certain people have. You are the sheep. So stop trying to get rich quick. You got to freaking do this the right way. You got to grind. You got to build. You got to drop a brick. You got to drop another brick. You got to do this one at a time. And it ain't easy, man. And you got to start with being smart. Baby Doge ain't smart, man. That's all I'm saying. Baby Doge ain't smart. We're cranked up, man. I had a cup of coffee today. Ready to go. Guys, if you have any interest in Baby Doge, put a 1 in the chat. If you're laughing at the whole idea and you're laughing at the people put money into Baby Doge, put a 2 in the chat. I want to know. Are you laughing at the people put money into Baby Doge? Put a 2 in the chat. If you holding and you know something I don't, put a 1 in the chat. All right, let's give some love to the chat, guys. I want y'all to talk. I want y'all to say something. I want y'all to drop the Olas. I want y'all to be active. Let's get this Sunday show up to 200, man. I got a personal, over 200 views. I got a personal mission. David doing these things on a Monday night, right? You catch David on a Monday night, just him. You catch me on a Sunday morning. I'm ultra competitive. And I want to be I want our show to have more viewers than David's. That's what I want. David, he probably gonna, you know, I hope he puts up 300 viewers. I hope he puts up 400 viewers. Don't matter. I want us to freaking crush it today. So, guys, hit the like button, talk in the chat, say what's up, put them twos. I got nothing but twos in here. That's what's up. I don't even have one. Rusty Boss says, one I'm holding. Shura in you. That's not Baby Doge. Yeah, but I guess, you know, it goes along with the premise. And here's the thing. I'm not calling anybody that has put in, don't be ashamed. Anybody that put in money into a meme coin project or a hype project, don't look at that as a negative. Look at that as a learning experience. Because I've done it. I've invested in some dumb ass bro. Straight up. I've invested in some stupid crap. And as I get more experience, and this is life in general, you know, you might date somebody stupid, you might have your morals all wrong, you might steal, whatever it is, man. You just got to grow and build and improve on yourself. And I'm here to tell you, I'm your voice of reason. I'm here to tell you, man, it's these stupid ass meme coins, they're gonna set your ass back. That every $5,000, $500, $50, $5 you put that into some crap, you could have put it in somewhere else. And it's the bottom of the market. You're talking 100Xs everywhere. 100Xs fucking everywhere. Think about it. For every $50, that's $5,000 at 100X. Right? Every $50 you misinvest, you misrepresent your time. For every $50, it could have went somewhere else that could have 100x. And I know but the premise is that you wanted that 100x out of this meme coin, but you don't want to put into work. The work is also the time. Remember, time is work, time is money, it's all interchangeable. You got to let these things mature. Does anybody believe that you could put money in Baby Doge now? It's gonna be worth millions in 10 years? No, it's gonna fade. You're gonna lose interest. You're not gonna be able to time the market, even if it does rally. And if it does rally, then it's its own little ecosystem. All right, enough about that. Let's get this thing going. All right, let's see who. Man, I got a lot of chats in here. This is badass. We got Magic Internet Money in here, my dude. All right, let's just. I got Apsis Research. Who else is in here? We got Hoons, Fomo Sapien, Chris Crypto, Ola. He dropped the Ola over there. He already knows what's up. We got Harp, Bullish E Money, The Bomb. And then, guys, put some questions in here, man. Let me know what y'all thinking, and also let me know who you think is gonna win today. Y'all got Eagles or y'all got Kansas City? Who is it? I haven't been up to date on football enough. I want y'all to school me. Who's gonna win the Super Bowl today? Is it Kansas City or is it Eagles? I mean, I know Patrick Mahomes. I heard he's hurt. I don't know if he's better. We got Bit Green Sun 9 also up in here. Hola, brother. We got Kev83, MT Candy, Lewinsky, Lusky. We got Turpentine, The Bomb, Coin Operated. Got my boy Wheelin' Dealin' James Wheeler up in here. That's my homie right there, man. He says Eagles too. Travis says Eagles. That's what's up, man. Young Plug Ethan here. Pong is in here. Man, I'm so happy to see all you guys. We're freaking killing it. We got my boy Jason. He was just here in Vegas. Reached out to him. I wanted him to come by and hang out, but he said he was sick. But it's good to see you, Jason, by the way. Good to talk to you. Next time you're in town, come visit. We also got Crypto Chef. Carlos is in here. Carlos, he dropped the Ola. Carlos, knock that H off there. It's Ola. O-L-L-L with a bunch of A's. Ola, Portuguese style, no H, baby. Ola! All right. So, and then we got Mesh Tokens. Mesh Tokens says, I've been trading Baby Doge since it came out. Not as an investment, but buying in the bear and selling in the bull, rolling into long term, made thousands of hundreds of thousands rolling into ETH. You know, trading is a different game, and you know, my kind of premise behind, you know, allocating capital to Doge is off the premise that you buy now because it has a low price, and you sell later because you know, and the idea is that you're gonna sell later down the road when it knocks off a bunch of zeros, and you're gonna turn 1,000 in you know, $20 million or something like that. And there are tons of examples of this, but yet there's a lot more examples of people hoping and wishing and being unrealistic and not wanting to put in the time and work to identify projects and make their money work for them. And yeah. All right. So we got all right. So let's see who we got we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Eagles fans in here. 8 people put Eagles, and we got, well, man, the Chiefs. Where are my Chief fans at, bro? I only got 2 people saying Chiefs. I know Magic's a Chiefs fan. Doyle is also a Chiefs fan. We got that's it, bro. We got 4 Chiefs fans in here. Yeah. Hey, that's surprising. All right. Coin operator said Engine Coin. I like Engine Coin. I like gaming. So let's take a look at the prices of crypto real quick. And then we'll get into some questions. We'll talk some other stuff. Let me move this screen of mine down here. There we go. All right, so we got Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin's moving, man. Look at this. It was when I started the stream, it was over 22,000. There's all this talk about, like, wow, man, crypto's going back. Crypto's going back down. Overreaction. Crypto's going back down. Jerome Powell is a Chiefs fan, by the way. Free's a Chiefs fan. Okay. Now, yeah. So this morning we were over 22,000. We just basically crossed and came right back down. But it's encouraging. I think you know, looking at the 24-hour chart here, you can see we are legging up pretty good. 7-day took a little step back. Obviously, you had the news with the SEC coming after Kraken and their staking. Taking a look at the 1-month chart here, the year to date. This is the important one right here. This is from January 1st. This is all of 2023. This is good, man. This is a good chart. I don't do the triangle thing. I don't do the lines. I just use my gopher brain, and I said, look at this. 16K, we're at 22. Boom, money, growth. How long? 2 months. That's money, man. I'm excited to see where we're going to be in 2 months from now. I mean, I'm also realistic that we could also pull back, but I think we're trending up. I think we are trending up. I think we are destined to get to 25K. I think we're destined to get to 20. I think there's so much market, corporate, institutional adoption of crypto. People are realizing it is here to stay. They know Bitcoin's price is going to bounce back. It's not going anywhere. It's not a Ponzi scheme. The smartest people in the room have already identified that Bitcoin is not going anywhere. And this is a cheap price. And as long as that mentality holds true for the masses, for the majority of the smart money out there, as long as those people say that, and there's always the haters, there's always the handful of people, no different than life. You might have a goal and people are like, yo, you know, you might have a goal, you might be busting ass, you might be working hard, people looking at you. Majority of the people, they know, like, this guy, he's going somewhere. He's got it. He's got it, man. He's freaking got it. I know he's got it. Look at him, man. This dude's going somewhere. But you're always going to have a couple haters. You're always having a couple people that are like, yeah, man, I knew him. He went to high school. He's a piece of crap. He ain't got it. He's fake. He's a phony. He's a liar. He's a cheat. He's whatever. You know, they're going to hate on you. That's life. There's always a handful of haters. And if you focus on the haters and you focus on the people that are betting against you when you have something powerful, then you're gonna freaking prove them wrong, and you're missing the point. You're missing the bigger picture that there's a crowd of people that are supporting you. Now that's a person, but you can relate to that, right? You've seen that person doing it. It comes full circle. It happens in life, in technology, in economics, in innovation, in society. And Bitcoin is the freaking truth, bro. It might not be perfect, but there is a crowd of people cheering on Bitcoin. And these are people with money. And they know where it's going. And there's a handful of haters. And if you listen to the handful of haters and you ignore the auditorium, if you're walking down the hallways and there's a guy walking next to you who's like, Bitcoin's trash. And you walk into an auditorium, a fucking pep rally, where everybody's cheering this shit on. Who you listening to, man? You listen to the guy standing outside talking shit? Or you inside that auditorium freaking getting hyped? Because that's where I'm at, man. And so there's too many people that believe in this, man. And they're seeing it at 22,000. They're looking at it as a buying opportunity. And people are they're scooping it up, man. Traders might be shorting it. They might be pushing the price, might be suppressing it. Whales might be doing what they do. But 16K, that ain't the trading zone. 18K, that's not where it trades. This thing is worth a lot more than 20K, and everybody knows it. Now, at 30,000, might be a little different. At 40,000, might be a little different. But at 20,000, that's a steal. And that's why I am ultra confident it's going to get past 25K, 30K. Now, that does not say that it will not go down, because there are external factors. There are global events. There are catastrophes that are unseen. There are regulations that come down the pipeline and certain people in power that can alienate the room. But it's like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. You could push it there, but guess what? It's going to float right back up. How long can you hold it? Wave's going to come, it's going to push that ball, and it's going to pop right back up. And 16K isn't where Bitcoin trades. It's worth more. People know it. People damn well know it. All right, let's take a look here. We got a couple new people. We got S1 Tong. We got Bold Broadcasting. We got Luis Rivera. He's been here before. Mesh Tokenomics. Anyways, hola. We also got Mr. Kennedy 123. He says A0 thoughts. I'm not sure. We can take a look at it here in a minute. All right. So, a couple things. Somebody in the chat here. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow, but I'll give y'all a little teaser. How about this? Me and David, your boys, team, Sin City Crypto. We're gonna launch another channel. Now, before you get all weird here, I'm like, what? Another channel? We're gonna also cover a little bit other news. We're gonna do everything we do now, and we're gonna sprinkle a little bit of news outside of crypto, or tech stuff, video games, things like that. Nothing crazy. This ain't a big live channel. We're just gonna put out some videos more on a broad subject. And so if you guys want to check that out, it's an experiment. We're gonna try this thing out. We're gonna see if we can banter and discuss and talk about some other stuff too. Outside of crypto. So should do like one video a week. No, nothing crazy. But if you guys want to come check that out, it is going to be called Bold Broadcasting, and I believe that it's probably David in the chat there under the Bold Broadcasting handle there. So, all right. So we also got Kelly Boy up in here. We got Crypto Mike O. So to those of you that are, if you're new here, say hello so we can talk. Hola back at you. And we got 63 likes. Let's get this thing pumping. Let's get over 100 likes. There's over 100 of you here. If we have our own personal goal here, this is an experiment here, okay? This is an experiment. I want y'all to do two things. I want to know who is active in here. I want to know who is actively paying attention, who is actively engaged in this chat. I want you to put a 1 in the chat. I better see 100 names with a 1 in here. And I also better see 100 likes. If you guys are about it, if you are about it, I want, this needs to pop the hell off, man. This needs to pop off. And if you believe in this channel, you're enjoying what you're watching, put a 1 in the chat. I better see 100 names with a 1 in the chat. And I also want to see 100 likes. There's 107 of us. That means 7 people can fuck off. But the other 100 people better represent, man. I want to see who is in attendance. Let's go, man. I'm so cranked up today, man. You know what? I've been drinking the coffee. I've been knocking things out, man. You know, Sunday should be a good day to accomplish things that you can't throughout the week because of time constraints. Sunday should be the day that you get your air filters changed in your house. You know what I mean? You water the plants. You know, you clean the dog bowl, the kennel, like whatever you need to do. Everyone always says Sunday's a day of rest. You know what? Sunday should be the day to get some crap done, bro. You know? You don't rest enough, man. What time you go to bed? 10 a.m. or 10 p.m.? 1 a.m.? What time you wake up? 9 a.m.? Whatever it is. That was your rest. Now get to work, bro. Come on. Get around the house. Get some stuff done. Sunday should be the day you accomplish. And imagine if you took your Sunday and you got 25 things done. 25 things done, or even 5 things done, whatever it is. Imagine how good you're going to feel on that Monday. On that Monday, you're going to wake up. You're going to be like, man, I'm ready to start this week, man. I ended this last week off with a bang. I got X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3, 5 done, all this done. And now, Monday's here. Now I can go to work. And in the back of my head, I ain't sitting here thinking, oh, man, I should clean that dog bowl. I should clean that cage. I need to change them filters. Nah. You starting with a clean, fresh slate. You're freaking clean, man. We got to 85 likes. I'll take it. I wanted the 100. I thought we represent. I wanted the 100, but we didn't quite get there. We got a lot of 1s in the chat, though. That's what's up, man. I don't think it's quite 100, but I'll take it, man. I take it. We got Shane Yearly up in here. I haven't seen you before. R252. We got Mike Play. To all of you, hola! All right. And then, what do you guys want to talk about? Oh, my man FOMO Sapien said he's getting ready to cut some firewood. That's what's up, man. That just sounds badass, right? I got a wood fire grill in my backyard. This thing's dope, man. I got a wood fire grill. It's called Santa Maria Grill. I built this motherfucker. It's dope, man. You know what? I'm going to send a video of this so you guys can check it out. I don't have it on my computer. It's on my phone. I want y'all to see this, man. Go out, build something, man. Go out, build something. You don't got to be a carpenter. Go build something, man. You know, if you ain't even creative, go buy some Legos. Put some stuff together, man. Go build something. Build something. Put a puzzle together. Stimulate your mind. Stimulate the creative aspect of your mind. Go buy a piece of IKEA furniture. Go put that thing together. But build something. When you build something, it starts turning gears in your head. You start thinking. You start saying, like, how do I put this together? If you do that enough, you're going to start to think, how do I put this together in my head, my life? How do I put my life together? What pieces of the puzzle am I missing? Or where can I find this piece? Where are these edge pieces at? Go build something, man. It's so achieving. You get so much gratitude. If you guys came here to tune in for crypto, we will talk some crypto. But I will say, we're not exactly a crypto Sunday channel. And this is you got Big Rob on Sunday. That's what you got. You got Big Rob on Super Bowl Sunday. And apparently we got none but Chiefs fans. I mean, Eagles fans in here. Chiefs fans ain't in here. I didn't know we had a big fan base for the Eagles. So, all right, here we go. I got this grill back here, man. This thing's dope. Anyways, yeah, so I use firewood for this thing. So let me send this video. All right, so I just sent it. All right. Yeah, what do you guys want to talk about? Let's talk about the dump that's about to happen in a week or two. Can't get right, says. Let's talk about the dump. You know what we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about the possibility of the dump. We're going to talk about where these markets can go. And the way I'm a positive mindset kind of guy, right? I try to think of best outlook. So for me, I want a dump, right? I want these things to pull back, so I can scoop some up. Because I know, like I said earlier, if something pulls back, if something dumps, I know where it's going. It's going higher, it's going to 40K, it's going to 60K. So if it pulls back, it's time, it's opportunity to layer in and get more in my position. What do you guys here's my, let me see here. Oh, there it is, bro. There's my, look at that. So anyways, yeah, so this is a Santa Maria grill. And so, yeah, you put the firewood back there, and it's adjustable. So, you can let the, put the steaks closer to the fire or out. I built this thing. I ordered this, I ordered the cast iron part. So I got the dimensions, and then I just built this firebox here. Pretty simple. It was like $200 here for this thing, like $250, and then like $600 for all the wood, like the fireproof bricks here. So that's cool, man. I did that. I did, find a project, man. Build something. It'll stimulate the creative part of your brain, and from there, you get that thing rolling, and you'll be so surprised when you start stimulating creativity, what it can do for you, man. You knock out one little project, you build something, you get this little reward, gratification, this inner feeling. When you put that last piece of the puzzle together, that jigsaw puzzle, you put that last piece in, you step back and you look at it. It's only a couple seconds, right? It's only a couple seconds that you feel it, but you're like, hey. Look at that. You scan from left to right. The whole time you hadn't really looked at the picture. You know what I mean? Like you knew you were looking at the picture, but you never really you didn't zoom out and look at all the little parts of the picture. You didn't look at it as a whole, as it's complete. And you zoom out, you look at it, you're like, wow, damn. It's only temporary. Then you crumble it up, you put it in the box, you throw it, you put it on the side. And then what do? You start something else? You should. You start another puzzle? Because a puzzle is a goal. A project is a goal. You set a goal and then you freaking go after it, right? Right? That's what you do. Set a goal, you go after it. A puzzle's a goal. Hey, I'm going to build this piece of furniture. I'm going to build this little fire pit. I'm going to put this puzzle together, whatever it is. You achieve that goal, you put another one down. Put some goals on paper. Get them going. That's it. Now, market pullback. This week, possibly. Yeah, man. I'm still in the camp. I think Bitcoin's going to go to 25K, 28K. I'd be more inclined to believe that we were due for a pullback if we were at 30. I feel like we'd be a little overextended. I think that people right now are looking at Bitcoin as buying opportunity. Now, that said, it could go lower. It could be some external factors, whatever. Whales can play whale games. If it does, I'll scoop some up. Me personally, I think it's gonna go higher. I think it's gonna rally. All right. What dump in a couple weeks, Rob? I don't know. I don't think it's gonna dump. I think that 20K extremely valuable. People realize that people want it. People want to buy it at 22K, and so for that reason, I think we scraped the bottom at 16K. Not to say that it couldn't. The S&P 500 could drop. Taking a look here, you got NASDAQ and the regular markets. So, there has been a pretty good correlation. Take a look at the year-to-date on this is the year-to-date here on the NASDAQ, which follows pretty well. If you were to look at the NASDAQ and then look at Bitcoin, it does kind of tend to follow. Like, see, you have this movement here, and then you take a look at this year to date, right? Even have a little bit of a pullback. Look, there's no coincidence here. Look, this is February 1st, peaks. February 6th, peaks. A little bit of a pullback, right? Look at Bitcoin. February 1st, peaks. Like, come on, guys. This is correlated. So, with that said, are the traditional markets going to pull back? Possibly. And if it does, will Bitcoin pull back? Probably. There you go. But nobody knows what the markets are going to do. Everyone's speculating. We can do some charting. We can look at probabilities. I think I don't know. I think I'm being optimistic today, guys. Optimistic Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. I'm excited for some Super Bowl commercials. Excited to hang out with friends, watch all this. So, minus there's gonna be no crypto commercials though. Last year was Crypto Bowl, man. And we got Dan Engert in here. Englert. We got Digital Asset Hutch. He said, love the content. Saw you on Around the Blockchain. Thought to come check you out. So do you think we will fill the CME gap and shoot off from there? All right. David is the traditional markets and charting guy. So I'm not sure where this CME gap's going to go. I'll be honest with you. And also, if this is your first time checking this out, Digital Asset. This is my home broadcast here. So we do the live show on Monday through Friday. Make sure you guys come check it out. Today, you got Sunday Day with Big Rob, where he just rambles about random stuff. That's what I do. I just ramble. You get me for an hour and some change, and we going to talk some stuff. You guys want to know anything about me, man? Y'all want to know anything about David? I could drop all the beans on your boy, David, if you want. Okay, so Carrie Chaos says Lego Studio, bro. That's badass. Did I miss something? Anyways, yeah, man. Have a Lego Studio in my house. Oh, that Jimmy says that. Okay, I had to go back figure out how we got to there. Jimmy up in the house. That's my homie right there. We got 115 viewers. That's what's up, man. Get this thing over 200. Let's get this thing over 200. Earth Angel XRP. Hola! Dropping an H, Ola. Okay, I see you. All right. Drop the H and then drop another Ola. All right. And then, you know what? I want to see if you guys can represent, bro. Today, I'm telling you, man, this is all about you guys there, man. It's all about you, man. This is all about you. This is all about you. This is what we're doing the show for. I just want to talk to my viewers, man. I want to talk to the community. I want to talk to the Sin City crypto community. I want y'all to drop an Ola in the chat. Drop an Ola in the chat. Let's go. I better see 113 Olas. This is how many people we got in here. Let's get 100. Have you guys ever seen 113 Olas? I'm going to lead the charge. I'm going to put the first Ola down there. Boom. There you go. You know what? I'm going to put dope. I'm going to put 2 Olas. One with an exclamation point. There you go. All right. So let's see if we can get 113 Olas. I don't know why. Let's see. Oh, here comes Olas, bro. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't seen a single H Ola yet. That's what's up, man. Y'all know what time it is. Oh, Turpentine put the H in there. It's okay. Everybody mess up once. All right. So real quick, let's talk about the elephant in the room or the UFO in the room, right? Got to talk about this, right? What the hell is going on, man? You guys ever seen those, like, you know, okay, so every time there's a zombie movie, right, the same thing happens, right? And think about any zombie movie you've ever seen on TV. What happens, right? This is what happens every time. Never fails. This is what happens in every zombie movie. Normal life, people going to school, guy going to work, you know, families all like, yeah, thanks, Dad, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And then on the radio, in the background, there's like, in Turkey, there was a virus outbreak, some rabies, something, you know. There's always some noise going on in the background. There's always something going on in the background, right? Think about it, right? Every zombie movie, there's some noise in the background where you hear about this you hear this small little detail of And you know, because you're watching the movie, what is coming, right? You're like, oh man, that's the spread. That's where it starts. It starts in Japan. It starts in Turkey. It starts in Israel, wherever it is, right? And then the noise gets louder, right? So then at that point, you fast forward 15 minutes into the movie. So the zombie movie, you're 15 minutes in, and the next thing is you hear it again, but it's like closer to home. It's no longer is it overseas. Now it's in New York, or it's in LA. There's some incident happening on the TV, right? And they usually brush it off, think it's not a big deal, like, yeah, whatever, and then it goes full on panic, and it's like here, and things are blowing up, and there's zombies running around. The same can be said for aliens, right? Am I right? Like the alien movie's kind of similar, right? You get some little signal out there, and this just has all the feelings, man. You got the balloon thing they're shooting down. First of all, China's a very sophisticated country. They're going to spy on us. What the hell are they going to do with floating a balloon over us, bro? I mean, think about it. You think they're going to actually float a balloon? They got jets. They got satellites. They got rockets. They've been to space. They have, technology sector. They have the largest population in the world. And they come up with the idea, hey, let's spy on the U.S. Well, what about this balloon? Let's float this thing over there. Like really? And I'm not saying that the balloon wasn't from them. I'm just saying you got the balloon. You got 3 objects. Look at this, man. U.S. shoots down 3rd object over North America. So, U.S. fighter jet shot down an unidentified object, also known as a UFO, that was flying high over Yukon in the northwest of Canada on Saturday. The 3rd such incident in North America in over a week. So they have shot down 3 quote-unquote UFOs, plus the balloon, which would be 4. Both Canadian and U.S. aircraft were scrambled, Trudeau said, and it was a U.S. jet that successfully fired at the object. They're going to recover and analyze the wreckage. North American Aerospace Defense Command, NORAD, detected the object flying high altitude over Alaska on Friday evening, and it crossed into Canadian airspace on Saturday, and they shot this thing down. Now, they did say it crossed sensitive military sites. Okay. You know what? You fly over a country long enough, you're going to fly over some sensitive military site, right? I'm just saying, man. This might be the background noise, right? To the movie that is Alien Invasion, right? I'm just saying, man. It's possible. And the whole time you watch that zombie movie, what are you doing, right? Your inner monologue is yelling at the main character. You're like, yo, pay attention, man. Pay attention. The zombies are coming, man. He's like, didn't you hear? Like this, didn't you hear? Why pay attention to the news, man? The news. Look. And they're over there, like, going to the baseball game or whatever it is. And maybe this is our moment. Maybe we're like looking and we're like, man, maybe these zombies are coming. Maybe the aliens are coming. They're shooting them down, bro. Say, man. It's possible. What do you guys think? Put a 1 in the chat if you think, and by the way, man, thank you so much for all those Olas too. Put a 1 in the chat if you think that these unidentified objects, these 3 unidentified objects, put a 1 in the chat if you think these 3rd objects shot down is something bigger than we understand, right? Put a 1 in the chat. You think this is foreign? This is a foreign, an alien? If you think it's some kind of manipulated attack, some kind of Cold War thing that we don't really understand, or put a 2 in the chat if you think it's just them shooting down weather balloons, who knows what, some little UAV freaking thing. I don't know, man. Not a big deal. 2 in the chat. 1 if it's something grander that's happening, man. I want to know what you guys think, man. Kind of sus, bro. The U.S. government's got a history of not telling us stuff until way later. look back at today and be like, we thought we were shooting down balloons. Like, they told us we were shooting down balloons, and everybody believed it. Like, that's what I feel is going to happen. We're going to look back 20 years from now and be like, We also got Ender in here. Put a 1 in the chat. All right. So yeah, there's that. I want to move this conversation. Over, man. You know what I want to talk about? Oh yeah, by the way, so this was also real quick before I move off of this subject. You have just in the United States closes airspace over parts of Lake Michigan, the NOTAM states, National Air Defense State. So this is expanding on the attack on our airspace, shooting down balloons, quote unquote. All right, so I want to shift this conversation, and we got a couple 1s and 2s. You guys seem split, man. It's just them shooting down balloons, no big deal. We also got some. Got the other side of the fence here as well. So, what do you guys think? Something bigger is happening. Just saying. If you just blindly believe what media tells you, man, sometimes they're gonna steer you in the wrong direction. And we got Drew Z88 up in here. We got person I see. All right, now I want to shift this conversation. This is something just. This is interesting. And you know what? I talked to David a couple weeks ago about Kevin O'Leary, right? And I was saying, man, you know what? Like, even though I don't agree with Kevin O'Leary, I don't really side with him. You know, it'd be interesting for us to bring him on the show and to ask him some questions. You know, be like, hey man, like why do you and not even come to judgment right away? You know, not even come to judgment. Obviously, if you haven't been caught up with what's going on with Kevin O'Leary in the last few months, he was a spokesman for FTX. Obviously, FTX went under, and he lost a significant amount of money. And instead of admitting that he had made a bad investment, a bad choice on representing a company, whatever it is, he got duped, he went all in on it, man. Kevin O'Leary went all in on FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried. He kept holding up Sam Bankman-Fried as a man of character. Even though there's very little evidence to point to that direction, I would still give him his day in court or whatever it is, and maybe, you know, take his what he says at some fraction of truth. But there's overwhelming evidence that Sam Bankman-Fried is a fraud and a cheat and a liar, and there are many examples of that. And I think there's little doubt in people's mind that that is true. But yet, Kevin O'Leary is sticking his reputation on the line, because that's essentially what you do when you stand up and you push against the narrative and you say, this is what I think, irregardless of what you guys think. You're taking a stance, and you're putting your reputation, you're using your clout and your stature to say, hey, you guys have listened to me so much till this point, this is what I think, and I'm a man of reason. I have millions of followers, whatever it is. This is what I think of him. I'm putting my reputation behind my thoughts, my actions, and this is what I think of this man. And he said he thinks that Sam Bankman-Fried is a savvy businessman, essentially, that has made a couple wrong decisions, and he was taken advantage of by outside entities, particularly Binance and CZ, and how they exploited a vulnerability where he had sold part of his company in FTX. Now, all of that does have some truth to it. Now, you can make mistakes in life, and in life you can make mistakes, and you can either say, I made this mistake because of X, Y, and Z, but Z was out of my control, X was somebody else, and Y, I didn't really, the letter Y, I thought I had something going on here, I miscalculated, and so none of it's my fault. you forget the bigger picture here is accountability, man. And that's something that Sam Bankman-Fried didn't do. That's something that Sam Bankman-Fried didn't take the time, didn't man up, didn't acknowledge his fraudulent behavior. And so you have somebody on the outside trying to do it for him. Now, my personal thoughts, I'm surprised, taken back. I looked at Kevin O'Leary as a man of reputation. He had built his business. You know, he's a self-made, probably billionaire. I'm assuming. I'm not exactly sure if he's in the billionaire class. I think he is. Either way, an entrepreneur, investor, well-respected, media personality. People listen to him. And he was into the crypto game. He was trying to push the crypto narrative forward. Kevin O'Leary was out here saying that crypto's the truth, Bitcoin's the truth. It's gonna replace stuff. It's, you know, people want to buy it. We need regulation. He was a cheerleader, man. He was somebody advocating. Kevin O'Leary was advocating for the adoption of cryptocurrency. He still is. He still is. But he's lost, man. He has put his reputation on the line to defend a known, probable criminal, a thief, liar that is Sam Bankman-Fried. That's not what we're talking about today. That's just an insight on who we're talking about. That is a shift in what I thought was a reputable powerhouse figure in crypto, and he has lost his way. You know why I say he lost his way? Because look, if you haven't seen it, Kevin O'Leary, a.k.a. Mr. Wonderful. First of all, we're going to get to this in a second. Okay, Mr. Wonderful, you may lose your wife, you may lose your dog, you may lose your mother may hate you. None of these things matter. What matters is that you achieve success and become free. Then you can do whatever you like. Let's read that one more time. You may lose your wife, your dog, your mom may hate you. None of that matters. What matters is that you achieve success. Become free. What is success? What is success? Let me ask you, what is success? What do you guys think success is? Let me know. What do you think success is? And Coin Operator said, Rob, is that a picture of a bear on that back wall? That is a bear, man. You gotta keep your enemies in sight, bro. You gotta keep a bear mentality, man, because if you get too bullish, you lose sight on realism, man. Anyways, back to Kevin O'Leary. Man, look at that, man. You may lose your wife, dog, your mom may hate you. What is that, man? What are you, okay, so he's saying you can achieve success. Okay, and I try to break this down. I try to think about this. I try not to rush to judgment and come up with an idea and be like, okay, this is, I don't want to just immediately come out and be like, hey, man. I'm trying to think. Maybe he's trying to say something a little bit grander, right? And sometimes I'll say this. Sometimes you need to put the intentions, put it that way. Put the intentions of your wife, of your mother, who may have a different opinion on how you should live your life. And you need to do something bigger or different. And you're going against their best wishes. But at the end of the day, your decisions will not only better yourself, will ultimately better those that are closer to you. your wife, your dog, your mom. Even if I'm not even talking about money. Sure, you make more money, you can pay off your mom's house, whatever. But just imagine the peace of mind that if you're homeless, you have no job, or you're stressed out, things are falling apart. Think about those that are closest to you, your wife, your mom. Think about those people. They are now stressed. Now they're worried. Your mom's talking to your dad, or your mom's talking to your sister. And they're like, hey, man, I don't know what's going on. He might need some help. We should reach out to him. Like, that's a stress. That is pulling down the whole group. And so sometimes you have to break away from the family's direction to make your own path. Because I'll be honest with you, man. My dad, he is retired in the Navy, 20 years. My mom, she worked at the same grocery store all her life, bagging groceries. She works for tips. She doesn't get a raise. She doesn't make hourly pay. She just works for tips. There's no growth past what she has. She's happy with her. God bless her for it. She provided for me, but that's what she chose to do with her life. My dad chose to be in the military, represent freedom, and grind it out. Myself, personally, my goals are bigger than that. My goals are not to work for the system or an individual or even, in the country's military. Hats off to everybody there, man. Got more courage than I do, man. I'll say just leave it at that, man. I want to make a personal impact on the globe. And I'm trying to figure out how to do it, man. I'm trying to figure out what do I need to do to reach as many people and better as many people as I can. And if I do that, I will get self-fulfillment, and my family, even though they call me stupid, and they might not say it to my face, but the ones closest to me, they say, why are you giving up your career? You're a chef. You went to culinary school. We're so proud of you. We tell all of our friends about, what restaurants you worked at and what chefs you've worked for. And I'm like, that's not enough. I don't want to go, and I don't want to work in a casino for a publicly traded company where my voice is stifled and my innovation is stifled and I cannot create what I want to create because I'm told that this is how it's done, and you just step in line. They dangle this carrot of, oh yeah, well, you'll have the title and we'll let you create one dish, or we'll give you freedom to create, what you want. You go to change stuff and they're like, well, no, that's too much risk. You can't change it. You can't do it. And so on one side, I could see pushing back from the best intentions of your family because you want to better yourself to better everyone else. What I don't get is this man saying you may lose your dog. If your dog don't like you, there's a problem there, bro. I could understand your wife and your mom being upset at the direction that you're taking, and you're just saying that I know myself best, and I have goals I'm trying to achieve, and I got this. You know what I'm saying? I got this. But if your dog don't like you, bro, there's something wrong here, right? If you come home and you kick your fucking dog, there's something wrong with you. If your dog wants to bite you when you get home and he didn't used to want to bite you, there's something wrong there. And that's what I don't understand. And I can make a case for this making sense. You may lose your wife. If your wife's not on board with your vision and she's trying to pull you down, then you may lose your wife. Sure. Your mother may hate you if she wanted you to go to college and be a farmer or whatever it is, and she's on your ass every fucking day and saying that you should do this and you're stupid, you need to be a lawyer, your dad was a lawyer, and you're like, I don't want to do that. She may hate you, I get that, but why the hell is your dog gonna be mad at you, bro? If your dog is mad at you, something wrong, man. That dog don't care about all your dog wants is attention. That is all your dog wants is attention. Just wants a little bit of your time, man. Just a little love, a little pet, a little, throw the ball, go walk the dog. Like it's, and if your dog don't like you, man, the hell are you doing? I'm concerned about Kevin O'Leary, bro. I am concerned about Kevin O'Leary, man. What the hell are you doing, bro? What are you doing, bro? All right, I had a super chat in here. Kazuma X put a €5 super chat. I'm going all in on Filecoin and Litecoin USA. USA finally made the critical move on crypto. Ahoy, ahoy. Old pirates take whatever they give. Okay, so Kazuma's going all in on Filecoin and Litecoin. I hope all in doesn't mean everything. I hope all in means your investment capital that you have set aside. Shouldn't go all in on anything. Well, no, you should go all in on your goals, but you shouldn't take all of your capital, your money, and go all in on one thing. And I know Kazuma well enough. I don't think he would, but let's take a look here. Okay, so let's take a look at Litecoin. Where's Litecoin at? Litecoin number 14 in the coin market cap list. You have $93. Not too far off of its all-time high, man. Honestly, it was at 300, right? Okay, so if you think about it, how long was that here? It was not even a month. So this is what I consider a candle wick, right? In some sort, right? Wasn't there very long. So essentially it traded over $200. So it traded at $200 in the middle of a bull market. $200 here, 190 here, 160. So you can make an argument that at the height of the market, realistically, we're somewhere around 150 to $200, right? You look at 2021, and it kind of dipped down, but on the average price of said token during the last bull run was between $150 and $200. You're going to remove this. You're not going to be able to time this. You're not going to be able to time a candle, right? You can't time it. You might luck out once, but you're not going to be able to time it, right? So I traded at $150 to $200. You're buying it at 93. So 2x in best case scenario next bull market. If that's your goal, like, hey, I want to double my money, Litecoin's for you, bro. You want to double your money in 4 years? Cool. You know where I'm getting with this, right? I think there's projects in the same zone that are going to outperform Litecoin in the 4 years as well, that don't take on a substantial amount of undue risk. Now, your other coin you mentioned, Filecoin, you already know how I feel about this. Now, let's take a look at Filecoin. Filecoin's at $5. Take a look at the all-time. And once again, let's do the same thing. Let's do the same thing we just did, right? What did it trade at for the last bull market, right? Where was the average price? Where were people happy buying and exiting on this thing? So here you got something. We're gonna remove this candle, right? We're not gonna take this into account. This was a must. So we're gonna take the candle away. So what did it trade at throughout most of the bull run? It traded between $60 and $30, right? So we could say it's a $45 is where we think it'll probably land in the next bull run, right? You take away the candle and you say, hey, look, the last bull run for almost a year, it traded at, on average, $45. It's $5 right now. So that is essentially a 9x. A 9x. That's what I like. I like a solid project with a track history, with a foundation, that's been through some crap, it's taken some punches. It's not a baby Doge, and you can pick this. You can realistically say, hey, it should get back to where it traded at last bull run, next bull run. I think that's reasonable. $45. I think that's good. That's a 9x. That's good. I like that. Sexy. That's right. What else we got? Guys, what's up in the chat? We got Robert Salazar. He said, can you check out Cat Cambria is involved in AI? Cat Cambria. Let's take a look. What is this? Cat Cambria. Cat with a K? Oh, okay. Cambria. Okay. So this is number 651. I'm just gonna. I'll be honest with you, Robert Salazar. I'll just stop right there, man. I would just sprinkle if you want exposure. I don't have time to sit here and do research or even pretend to know enough about it. I don't. But it's on KuCoin and that's it. It's just solid liquidity. But, it's got less than a penny. So it's got a big circulating supply here. 2 billion. Could be worth something. I mean, I guess if you're in a, just know anything outside the top 200, no matter what it is, extremely speculative. Just proceed with caution. Just sprinkle in and just prepare to lose it. And you guys could put 100 super chats on projects outside the top 200. I'll just give you the same narrative for all of them. It's, hey, you want to do that? Cool. Even if it has the best team, whatever it is, at face value, take it for what it is, and then just when it establishes itself, then once it becomes of age, and at that point, I'll catch more interest. Kazuma says, bro, what if we... Okay, see, here's the thing. You're dropping what ifs, man. What if is... When you say what if, when you answer a question with what if... By the way, thank you for another €5 super chat. When you answer a question what if, you're pushing aside reason and logic, right? And I'm not saying... And sometimes you got to say what if. What if is a powerful tool. When someone says you can't do it, and you're like, well, what if I can? But at the same time, be careful with what ifs, because what ifs can also be delusion and hope and prayer and wishing for something that's not realistic. You might lose sight of what's important. He said, but what if we hit another bull run and this will be the end of fiat and there will be no need to sell your USD? That's a big what if, bro. I am all in on crypto, bro. I am all in on crypto. I said it when I got a freaking studio. Like, it's full time what we do. Like they, we're all in, man. Ain't nobody in this chat here that I'm aware of as deep as me in crypto. And I'm not trying to put myself on these pedals. I'm just saying that, like, my life, my soul, my being, my everything, I am 100% neck deep in all of this. No, I'm over my head, right? I done jumped that freaking cliff that did that dive thing. I'm underwater. I don't know how far down I went. I don't know, but I'm deep. And crypto is not replacing the dollar. Not anytime soon. It's not replacing the euro. Not anytime soon. So that is not a what if. And I'm here to tell you. There's not going to be a global collapse of the financial system. Crypto is not ready to replace it either. An Ethereum transaction still costs tens of dollars at the bottom of a bear market with very little transaction volume. Nobody is capable of handling. Nobody. And I don't care. You could be the biggest freaking Solana or Avalanche or Algorand bull. There is no system right now that is capable of transacting the global fiat system. It's not here. And it won't be here for 3-4 years. This is still new. We're still building. And it can get there eventually. But that's a way down the road. That's talking about, that's like saying, that's like you being 18, you're 21, and you're talking about how you're going to retire, what boat you're going to buy. You got the boat catalog, and you're looking through, and you're like, I want this 45-footer right here. That's what I'm going to get when I retire. You're 18 years old. Let's not focus there. The focus should be on tomorrow. The focus should be on today. The focus should be on this week. That is where your focus is. And the what ifs, they ain't helping you, bro. They ain't helping you. And I like you, Kazuma. And I hope you don't take offense to anything I say, because very strong-spoken person. Sometimes I rub people the wrong way, but sometimes you gotta say stuff that people don't want to hear. And I'm a crypto enthusiast, and crypto will not replace the dollar. At least not in the short term. Oh, right now, you need to identify what it is going to replace. It's going to replace cross-border remittances. It's going to, that Western Union $50 fee to send some money to some family members down in South America, that is going away quickly, very quickly. DeFi, your savings accounts, how to transact, that stuff is changing in front of us right now, and the companies realize it. And if you want to know where to, you want to like, don't think about, hey, the US dollar and the euro is going to go away and what if, like, just stop. Stop thinking like that. Look what's happening in front of us right now. What is happening right now as we speak? Artists are monetizing themselves, and they're not going to agents. Artists are now empowered. NFTs, as an artist, as a musician, as a creator, these people now can monetize themselves. Something they could not do before. In the 80s, you wanted to create a CD, you could not do it on your own. Now, if you are an artist, you're a musician, you want to create a song, you can do it on your own, you can sell it your damn self. You can monetize it yourself. You can put the copyrights on there yourself. You can earn royalties yourself. That is changing. That is here. DeFi, if I want to send money, if I want to take out a loan on my capital, I can. And that is here. And that is something that's changing. So if you're looking to find the next thing in crypto, the next thing is here. Don't look too far. Don't think about, well, with the metaverse and what happens with the new VR headset. Like, stop. Think about what is here, what is changing, and what is getting adopted right now. It's DeFi, community tokens, as far as these artists empowering themselves, and NFTs, decentralized identities. There's countries out here that are having difficulty maintaining people's identifications and records. Blockchains is a great source for that. Smart contracts and how that works. And the gambling and gaming side, that a lot of promise there. Sending money abroad. There's generating, raising funds. I mean, we see like countries at war, their banking system's down. You want to send them money, you can send them crypto. There's a lot of things that crypto is solving right now that you don't need to say what if everything falls apart. It's a small percentage that actually happens, but let's look what crypto's doing right now. Let's look what projects are building right now. What sectors are growing right now. And I get into those. That's what you want. Find those. Find the next Ethereum. Find the next NFT platform. Find the next decentralized finance hub that's everybody's gonna use. Find the next Uber, the next Tesla, the next Google. Like, it's being built in front of us right now. It's like we're in the 1990s and people are trying to figure out what flying car to invest in. Like, well, this guy's going to make a flying car. And they're working on it, man. They got hover cars, and it's gonna be the future. But like, well, I don't. Yeah, you could make hover cars, but like, what? Like, it's too many what ifs, man. Just how about this? You shouldn't have been investing in electric vehicles in the 80s, right? Because there was no infrastructure. Nobody's building it. There was no interest in it, right? The 90s there was no interest in it. In 2000s there was no interest in it. But in the 2010s, we saw this demand. We saw that governments were saying, like, you have to move off of carbon emission cars. You had companies just actively researching, and the evidence was there that this was going to be a viable market. And if you would have got in then, if you would have bought the Teslas then, you could have identified a trend that was being replaced. You could have seen that this is a sector that is growing. This is a sector that is going to pop the hell off, and I want to attach myself to it because I know that has potential. And you don't need a million what ifs. What is a better investment right now than in a company that creates electric cars or a company that's trying to create the next hover car, the next flying car? Because I can sit here and make an argument that, well, flying cars are going to replace regular cars, right? True, maybe. What do you think is more likely to generate return? The next electric car company or the next prototype at some big convention where you have a hover car? More than likely the electric car, because there's a trend for it, there's a demand for it, there's an infrastructure for it, there's the people that want it. So, in crypto's the same. If you're going to sit here and say that, like, well, maybe one day everything falls apart and we have to go to, like, too many what ifs, man. Too many what ifs. And then, okay, so a couple more super chats. We got Kazuma says, last question. What do we do when we do with crypto if all the fiat currency hits zero and no one accepts them for trades in cash? Okay, if all fiat currencies hit zero, that means there's been a global collapse in government, right? Because government issues currency, and so you're saying that the only way this would happen is if there was a nuclear winter, and even then, it's another what if, bro. I mean, if you live by what ifs, man, I'll just leave it at that, bro. Now, Crypto Billy says, I asked David on Discord, you have 10K. If you have 10K, you get to pick one coin, any coin. David picked Aave. Gotta spend it all. Can't diversify. You pick. So, Crypto Billy's saying, David is going all in on Aave. That goes right to my point. So Aave's DeFi is the crown jewel of DeFi, right? Take a loan out on Aave, you put up a collateral and yourself, no credit score needed, and boom, you're empowering yourself through loans by leveraging your savings. It's the crown jewel of DeFi. I'll leave you with this here on DeFi is that what the hell did we create crypto for, right? Was to circumvent. We created crypto to circumvent the government's control, right? And their control is that they mismanage. They control money and they print too damn much of it, and we inflate our currency. And because we inflate our currency, people lose money and certain people gain. They gain the system, right? Main people that gain the system are politicians. They're trying to get reelected, and so they're trying to say, "Hey, look what I did. I put this program in place. I put this program in place." But what they said was that I printed this extra amount of money. I printed this extra amount of money, and I printed this extra amount of money at your cost. Why does eggs cost $9? Inflation. Why does gas cost $5? Inflation. Why does your house cost 3 times as much than you bought it 10 years ago? Inflation. What does inflation represent? The mismanagement of government. Mismanagement of government. And so crypto, what does it do best? Removes government. And it puts it in the private hands. It doesn't mean that it's better. Because you can look at private institutions also full of fraud and scams and cheats. Doesn't even on the corporate level. You can look at the Enrons. You can and Crypto Billy says, I'm asking you to pick one. I'll tell you in a minute. I'll get in there. So DeFi. That's what it's meant for. That's what crypto's meant for. And you can apply blockchain to a lot of things. Blockchain makes a lot of things better. That's a lot of potential. But at its core, it was built to facilitate the value movement between individuals that don't want to use the banks or that don't have an opportunity to use the banks. You either have a bank account, you don't care to use it, you have a savings account, you don't care to use it, or you're in a country that doesn't offer banking services. And now you have an option. That's what crypto does. That is its best case. If that's what it does best, then why are we looking at other sectors of this thing as though it's better than the original? Right? At its core, it is better at moving value around. Crypto is better moving value around than anything else. At its core. It's better than the government crap. There's risk. It's new. It's growing. But guys, find the DeFi platforms. Find the platforms that facilitate DeFi. That's where the money's going to be made. That's where this industry is going to grow the most. That's where you're going to get the biggest returns on the long term. On the long term. That's where it is in DeFi. That's what it's built for. That's the purpose of it. Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer cash network. I forgot the exact title, but the white paper, it says it there. It's the purpose. That's why it's built. It does other stuff. That's cool, yeah. But crypto was built for a purpose. The purpose is to replace financial systems and move money around without a third party. That is the definition of DeFi. And you're looking for the next project, look at DeFi. Now, I said earlier that NFTs are promising. But at the end of the day, DeFi, man, that whole sector. David's up in the chat. He says, just pick a coin, damn it. Like, this is my Sunday thing. This is what I do. You tune in on Sundays, you're going to hear me ramble this whole time, bro. You're going to hear me just wander off into a long conversation. This ain't the structure that you're used to. This is just your boy ranting. Okay, if I had to pick a coin, 10K to invest in, just pick Ethereum. Guys looking for something bigger? I pick Ethereum, man. $10,000 is a lot of money to me, man. I mean, maybe if you're a multi-millionaire, it might not be, but $10,000 is a lot of money to me. And I don't want to take a risk with a lot of money. Not a substantial risk. There's not one project I feel 100% on. And even Ethereum, I don't feel like 100%. Bitcoin, the gains, they're coming. 10K, you could turn it into $500,000 within 6 years. Good return. Now, 10K would be half a Bitcoin. So 200, you turn it into 100,000 in the next 6 years. Huh? Within 6 years, I think Ethereum would be over 10 grand. And Ethereum being over 10 grand, I think realistically it'd be over 15,000. I think Polygon's going to keep moving. As Polygon grows, Ethereum's probably got to grow more, right? because they're tied to the hip. NFTs are going to grow. NFTs live on Ethereum. NFTs grow. Ethereum grows. See how this ecosystem thing works? As the Aves and these other protocols that are heavily reliant on ERC20s, and as the Tether grows, as you know, like as these grow, as Tether grows, it uses more Ethereum. Everything is tied back to Ethereum. You do an ICO, you buy it in Ethereum. You raise money for your next funding round, you raise it in Ethereum. It is the liquidity standard for everything. This is the store of value standard for everything. You want my $10,000? $10,000 is a lot of damn money to me, man. And you want to risk your $10,000 on one of these? You could have made a damn good argument about Solana, $10,000. You could have made an amazing argument about that before this FTX crap. You could have sat here and been like, yo, dude, this is solid. Would you feel comfortable putting 10 grand on the line with Solana right now? I wouldn't. I'm not saying it's going to go to zero. I wouldn't feel comfortable, though. I'd be worried. Is my money still going to be there in 5 to 10 years? I might be less worried with some of these, but I'm worried about all of them, man. Are they going to win the court case? There's something fishy going on about Cardano we don't know about. I don't know, man. Ethereum's been around for a while and it has the market adoption. It's going to grow. It's passed the test of time. It's been around for a minute. And it's the first smart contract. This is the first crypto Bitcoin. It's obviously the king. This is the first smart contract. It's obviously the king. These are staying here. They're going to be here for a while. Whether or not you think Tether's a scam, it's going to be here for a while. So these are the kings. Why? Because they're the first or the biggest. It's the first big exchange token. That's why it's up here. This is the first. The XRP is the first cross-border payment system. That's why it's here, even with a lawsuit. So, for me, what does the next bull market look like? These guys are still going to be at the top of their game. Now, these down here, these are going to shuffle. Some people are going to lose. Some people are going to get replaced. Some people are going to fall out of favor. Some are going to fall back. Some are going to disappear and fade out into existence. Some are going to dramatically collapse in an epic fashion. Do you know which one? Because everybody was on the Solana train and nobody saw that collapse coming. You can make an argument that it has a collapse, but you can make an argument that it did. A lot of worry about Polkadot. Shiba Inu is this thing, you know what I mean? Litecoin, Litecoin used to be number 2. You want to make a case about our Litecoin? Litecoin used to be up here. Where is it going to be at next bull run? Is it going to be down here in the 20s? Probably. Nobody's building on Litecoin. There's no community that is thriving to innovate on Litecoin. There might be a community speculating on the price. There's no dramatic push from the community holding it up like the Lion King. There's nobody putting it on a pedestal, building on Litecoin. They're not. Nobody's building on Shiba Inu. Solana doesn't have the VC money that propped it up before. There's 3 here. And you're taking more and more risk as you go down this thing. So you want to put 10,000 on one of these? Go ahead. How many investments have you made that did not work out? How many investments have you made that you lost all of your money? Why? Why did you lose your money? Because you took on more risk than you should have. And for me, you're going to ask me what coin I'm going to buy, and I'm going to put 10,000, taking the least risk possible. $10,000 is a lot of money. And I believe in Aave, but it ain't established. It's not. I don't know. It might get replaced by something else. Aave 2.0, the next Aave competitor might knock it off. No, man. That's the way I look at this, man. Is I work damn hard for my money. $10,000 is a lot of money to me, man. Not gonna freaking piss it away, dude. I'm gonna take the least risk possible. That's what your portfolio should look like. Your portfolio should be Bitcoin and Ethereum. Think about it. And maybe you got a little bit here and there. Maybe you got a little bit in something else. Right? Right? Am I talking crazy? But be smart with your money. You work so hard for it. Don't lose it. Don't lose your money doing some stupid shit. Like, guys, be smart. Be smart. Now you can always, there's a basket of I told you so's. There's a basket of them. There's a book, a list that is long as fuck that says, hey, well, if I would have invested in that. You know, if you would have said, hey, BNB token, you could have been like, yo, that sounded pretty scammy when it came out. Look at it now. There's plenty of those examples. But for every example of where somebody broke the trend or somebody broke out, there's 100 more examples of where people lost their money off of a hope and a prayer and taking on too much risk. For every person that invested in a meme project, every person that made $1 million, there's also 1 million people that lost millions of dollars. And that's just how it works, man. Don't get sidetracked. And I am a crypto enthusiast from top to bottom. But your risk appetite should be reasonable. You work hard for your money, and you should invest it with caution. You should think about where you're putting your money, man. If you don't care about $10,000, super chat me 10 grand. Don't do it. I'm joking. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're willing to throw it away, think about it, guys. Think about your decisions. Unpack it. Think about, like, hey, I worked really hard. You know, think about how many hours it took for you to generate that. So, all right. I'm gonna take some. Okay, let me get into the chat. I get riled up here, man. This is what you're gonna get on Sundays, bro. You get Sundays with Big Rob over here, just rambling. You guys like it? Put a 1 in the chat if you like Big Rob. You like this gaming chair. You like the rants. You like the very little bit of crypto coverage. Put a 1 in the chat. If you want me to put some more structure in this, you ain't really feeling it. You think I'm over here. I heard somebody say I was whining, stop whining or something, or I don't know if you're talking to me or whatever it is. You think that I should be putting together a polished show, and I should be going over articles and talk about what's trending and doing research into these small projects and trying to identify. Like, I think that's what you need. If that's what we need, put a 2 in the chat. If you like this grit, put a 1 in the chat. I'm curious, man. You guys, I got a lot of 1s, man. Thank you, guys. It means a lot to me, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Cryptic Mushroom says, yeah, where's David? Yeah. You get him on Mondays. So Chris Crypto, Chance with a bunch of zeros. Hola! And then we got Jeremiah 0007. And then you got, who else we got in here new? We got some new people. If you're new here, say hello, man. I want to give you a shout out. I want to say a hola to you. And if somebody says they're new here, I want the chat to give holas too, man. Marco J, what's up, man? Welcome to Sin City Crypto. David A says, scared money don't make money. You know what? Don't make money. Dumb money don't make money either. How about that? Dumb money don't make money. Let me tell you something. That scared money don't make money, that's a very popular phrase here in Las Vegas. You say that because you take on a lot of risk. You're trying to justify your actions at the casino. But if you go to a casino and you go to the roulette table and you put your money, all your money on that roulette wheel, you pick black, you might hit black once. You might hit black twice. You might hit black 3 times. You might hit it 4 times. You might switch it to red and then nail it on the red. But at some point, you're going to lose. The risk is going to get you, bro. The risk is going to bite your ass, man. And so, scared money, don't make money. That's what you tell yourself when you're being irresponsible with your money. So you know what makes money? Smart money makes money. Make that shit, make your money work for you. Because otherwise you'll lose it and you go back to work and you got to generate more money. You have to put more time, more of your time and energy has to go into the system to pull out some cash. Then you can start again and go put it into something. Let me ask you a question here. How much things do you still own? How many things do you own that you bought 10 years ago? Think about it. 10 years ago, you purchased something. You can't say your house or car, okay? That's part of your life, right? You need to commute to work and you need a place to live. So that's a liability that you cannot escape, right? It's a liability you cannot escape. So you did not purchase that for yourself. It's a liability you cannot escape. But what did you buy 10 years ago you still have? The thing is I'm sure you can think of one. Maybe you can't think of one. Maybe you think of 3. But think about all of those things that you bought, all those items that you bought in the last 10, that you bought 10 years ago and beyond, that you no longer have, that you threw money at, and that is no longer in your possession. That you worked hard for that and it is gone, and it doesn't show up now. That money you threw away. Well, I leave you with this, man. Is stop throwing your damn money away. And make it meaningful. Put it somewhere powerful. Make it work for you. Instead of it being thrown away, instead of it going into the trash can 5 years after you bought it, I don't need this anymore. You throw it away. You don't need that time and money that you invested in that item anymore, but it's gone now. So stop losing it. Stop losing your money. And how do you not lose your money? How do you not lose your money? It's how you're smart with it. Scared money don't make money, but scared money loses money. And I don't want to lose any more money, man. Really don't. I'm tired of losing money. I am tired of looking back at this dumb shit that I bought. That no longer is relevant, no longer is in my possession. It is now in the trash, or it is used up, or it's gone, or it's burned up, or I drank it, or I smoked it, or whatever it is. It is no longer here. That money was a waste of my time. It was a waste of part of my life. And it was a bad investment. So, Kev B says, save your money, don't get married. You can get married, just don't be reckless. Married to the right people. Kazuma says, keep an eye on Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin doing? We also got Robert Salazar says, LOL. Gary says, yeah, most is frivolous. Crypto Billy says, Gene Simmons bass guitar, LOL. Oh, is that what you purchased 10 years ago? Flatsmack said he spent his money on good times. I still have the memories. There you go. If those memories made you a better person, and you use those memories to fuel, then yeah, that's good money spent, man. If you made some accomplishments, you did good in the world, you spent your money bettering yourself, your mental, your physical, then and you can look back at that and it made you who you are, then sure. But also think about all that money you blew and you wasted on something you can't even remember, that has no impact, that actually maybe made you go backwards in life. Demon, love him. You losing all this money and all? What else we got? Lots of guns. Oh, Cryptic Mushroom has got a lot of guns. Okay. That's cool. Boy, spend his money on guns. You know, and I'm not saying you shouldn't buy anything. I'm a big believer. Those minimalist people, the concept makes sense. You know, spending money on shit you don't need. Well, you know what? There's a lot of innovation out there. There's a lot of products. There's a lot of things that people made that make life a little bit more enjoyable. Right? I could have one coffee mug and one blanket. There's something, you know, collecting all this art here behind me, having my plants there, you know, having a piece of furniture that I like to, you know, use for storage, and also it doubles as, you know, seat. Pieces of tech out here that make your life better. You know, not to say you shouldn't spend stuff, but think about where you're burning your money, bro. I mean, I got a lot of tech I spent a lot of money on. You know, I got a whole closet full of electronics that I use for streaming and video games and stuff like that. Video games, burn a lot of time on video games. Trying to ratchet back on that. Trying to be more productive. Trying to spend my time better. Make more use of my time, right? So today we got to 125 viewers. Not bad. So I'm going to leave you with this. David, put up 125 viewers today. See where you come out on Monday. All right, guys, I'm gonna start wrapping this up. Let's go watch the Super Bowl. If you're out there drinking at somebody's house, be safe. Don't do nothing stupid. Call an Uber if you need one. Call a taxi if you're abroad. You don't have Uber, whatever it is. And also, hang out with your friends. Have a good time. Watch some watch the Super Bowl commercials. Get some stuff done. It's a Sunday. Stop being lazy on Sundays. Productivity Sunday. End the week with a bang. And stop throwing your money out there. Stop throwing your money away. You know? Work hard for it. Be smart with it. Don't take on too much risk when it comes to your money. Well, don't go crazy. There's a lot of returns that come from the top projects in crypto. You don't need to go way down. 10x? If you're not happy with a 10 to 20x, a 50x, if that's not enough for you, you need to reevaluate yourself, right? You need to reevaluate your life. If you're in dire need of a 50 to 100x, 200x, that's your mission, sure, if you come across those, then great. But yeah, don't think that that's what you need. What you need is some realistic. You need to be realistic. 10 to 20, 30x, I think that's great. That's enough, right? Be smart. Then Jimmy dropped the 10 gifted memberships. So thank you for that. The hype man himself. So we got Sethalon, World One, Alex, Hazy Jane, Nima, all got gifted as well. And then we got XRP A11Y, Sister Love KNR, Casey, to all of you. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to wrap this thing up. Robert Triana up in here as well. To the Moon up in here. Subscribe if you haven't already. And till next week for the next Robin Rant Sunday and Big Rob Rant Sunday. Also, we got our new channel. Go check it out. We're going to be posting our first video on Tuesday afternoon. You're going to get a little bit more topic outside of crypto. Kind of the same format, nothing crazy. And that is called Bold Broadcasting. I don't know if the channel is linked anywhere or anything. Not on this description, but anyways, we'll give you more details on that tomorrow. And then, yeah, guys, well, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I will leave you with this. Bitcoin's at $22,000 flat. Look at that. That's crazy, huh? All right, well, anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me. It was a pleasure. I will talk to you guys later. Peace. Go enjoy the Super Bowl. And yeah, where are my Chiefs fans at? Can't believe y'all weren't in here. I'm a Raiders fan, so F you, Chiefs. All right, peace.